I'm Gabriel, I'm 18, and I am a boy.
Hi, I'm Alistair. I'm somewhere between 27 and 29, and I am a man.
Hi, I'm Emmy. I'm 6 or 7, and I'm a girl.
Hi, I'm Austin. I am 19 and I am non-binary.
Dissociative identity disorder, formerly known as multiple personality disorder. This disorder is characterized as by switching to an alternate identity. You may feel the presence of two or more people talking or living inside your head, and you may feel as though you're possessed by other identities. So you can self-diagnose yourself with anything. You can just not even a specialist. You can just go, okay, I just want to identify in this way. Okay, so you are telling me that a guy can actually become something that is like a misogyny man, and when they want to arrest you, you're going to be like, well, my identity switch. I'm a nice little boy of 8 years old. What I did, it was curiosity, like I did with my mom. But at least, hey man, that is something right now. It's a thing on TikTok. So DID, 1.3 billion views. Whoa, this hashtag is gonna make you famous. DID system, 4.86.7 million. Wait. My disorder, mental issue, or gangster stuff, you're getting moral positive points to go in that direction, and you can go on TikTok and everybody's gonna guide you. If you do this, you're gonna be famous. Ladies and gentlemen, this society is so, for me, messed up. Why would I say this? Because kids are gonna see all these things. They're gonna be like, oh, so I have to do this to be cool? Oh man, I got 70. But I would like that a therapist or psychologist identify that power, unless you go inventing it as if it's something cool. And before we actually go into all this video that we're going to watch, do not go on TikTok. Do not harass these people. All I'm saying, this is what's happening. This is the world I brought my 2 kids, which will never use TikTok. So if you can do me a favor, remember to like the video. Hey, hit the share button, subscribe, because hey, I might go to the dark side sometimes, but let's say for example, today I was about to upload a video and I was like, maybe the person that's going to review my video is having a bad day. You know, imagine, I pretend that I do a certain thing, and you have a person that genuinely is having this disorder and he puts himself in danger. It's not a fun thing. This is serious stuff. These people, if danger is there, I will guarantee you there will be one freaking identity. And I believe certain kids do not want peace. They want attention. Dissociation is a psychobiological trait, or traits that serve as a protection in response to the trauma in the past. So what you can see here actually, that officially there are 5, but of course TikTok just takes the one that's cool, DID, simpler. I just can't believe right now that they just took a disease that is for me, very negative the way it's represented. Something that was, I don't know, that's like certain cases like, I don't know, I'm a warrior. I got raped and now I'm a strong, independent woman. And they start making TikTok about that, like, I survived and no man can go against me. And I'm like, hey man, you shouldn't do that. Certain people don't they don't leave their houses ever. I'm rather critical if you're taking advantage of a neurological, whatever, trauma, disease, and you're going to be like, hey, these TikToks gives me a bunch of views. I enjoy it. Let's go. So is it a problem? No, officially it ain't a problem, as long as you don't self-diagnose. Usually these are female. I mean, yes, they just simply declare, I got it.
I'd like to start off by saying that self-diagnosis is extremely valid. Not every psychologist or therapist, especially in the US, has all this information on DID.
What, you really think you can go do that in India? you really think so? It's in the US you are being proper. Oh, don't be careful, don't break. That because you can actually say in US, what? You don't believe what I feel? Patriarchy. You can't do that over there in India. I mean, you don't even know how serious this is. People have to do humongous observation over time and time. You might even end up in the hospital restrained for your own freaking safety. And you're there making TikToks. I don't know, man. I don't know. You shouldn't be proud for having DID. Suicide? Hey, man, you're very good at that if you have DID sometimes. Or you suck at it because you couldn't do it right.
Consider it ableist to be able to use something that people cannot change about themselves, like a disability, to your advantage when it suits you, and yet throw it away the second it doesn't suit your needs, even though others actually can't pick and choose. Because that, my friends, is exactly what the fake disorder kids of TikTok have been doing, while screeching that everyone else is the problem.
So most people that officially have DID, they're in the 30s and 40s. And they have experienced gangster trauma. You must experience of life without a solution that you start to be like, hey man, I have no hope. Let me start switching these characters in my head. You must have also had a bunch of mental health issues for a very long time, and usually it starts around, I don't know, like 7 years old. Hey, just like me, I lost my mom around that age. Did I believe I was a gangster or a different character or something like that? Well, I've been there, but then again, everybody kept telling me, hey, people die, grow up, nobody cares.
Culture on TikTok is so woke that they treat oppression and victimhood like currency on there. That's why you see people constantly inventing new letters in the LGBT alphabet and putting on new identities to try to spin a new way in which they're special or different or oppressed.
Alright, listen. A few quick tips to not start dating someone who's faking DID. If they refuse to tell you where they're diagnosed or they can't come up with it on the top of their head, they're a liar. Don't date them. If they are under the age of 50 years old and they have full control over their switches to the point of asking which one you want to talk to, they're a liar.
So, you can project, but you're not culturally appropriating a mental health disease. You see the hypocrisy. It doesn't make any sense. Why did I make my kids in this world? After a role, I asked the guy, host Reef, transform Ken, transform Rosie, transform Violet, transform Jacob Jake, double Jordan, hey Claire. I mean, right now I can just say, I'm a transgender, right? That's it. Or I have DID. Why do we have a culture that approve of this? I think because being a victim is just too beneficial in this culture. I mean, I just don't understand how you can take something like this and just take advantage of it just so you can feel good about yourself and you get the famous point and you get finally a friend in your life. I don't get it.
And even then, if my alters are in a room full of strangers, because they're a defense mechanism, they're likely to continue to act like me. So it makes it practically impossible for others to tell that anything is different or untoward. For example, could you say 100% that you're talking to Jess right now? Or is it just another alter pretending to be me? Mystery.
And this is a person that genuinely have the idea. As she said, you shouldn't see the difference. You don't even know if one is pretending to be the difference, right? That's the point. They look all the same. It's not like you can pick and choose the identity. For me, if you're doing this, you are the narcissistic person in society. You are so privileged. You're creating issue to feel oppressed. Seriously, you have nothing going on in your life. It's so freaking boring. You have to create a problem that doesn't exist.
I don't care if this was supposed to be a genuine question. This is full of ignorance. First of all, I am not a dog. We have a non-human alter in our system. He is a child. No, please stop sexualizing our alters.
If somebody else see you faking it and gets so emotionally hurt and he does something to himself, because DID people, they want to click their, they want to do that. Would you take responsibility for that? Because if I make a stupid joke about trans people, you guys come after me. I mean, teen girls are developing tics. Doctors say TikTok could be a factor. When teens start turning up in doctors' offices with sudden, severe physical tics, specialists suspected social media. The girl had been watching Tourette syndrome TikTok videos.
The DID community is dominated by the same gender intersectionalist and anti-racist as well. One educator with legitimate DID was shamed off the internet for one of her alters had a Spanish accent and she was white. Another genuine case was shamed offline after she completed treatment after 11 years. She was deemed to have gone to conversion therapy and then accused of killing her alter.
Now, as somebody who actually has an anxiety disorder, I can tell you this is super harmful. Now, I'm all about destigmatizing mental health and encouraging people not to have stigmas against therapy and getting the treatment that they need. But when people start faking it for woke clout on TikTok, that is not just bad because it means they might end up in treatment that they don't need, but it's also an insult to people who are struggling with real mental health issues, and it actually belittles the entire cause of destigmatizing mental health in the eyes of the public when some of these people get exposed.
You got now plural sexuality. You're gonna be meat. What is that? Is that a gender? Yes. It's when a person with DID likes somebody with DID. You can't have an identity by yourself, so you pick the first group, which you can easily get it on yourself. Click, click, I am this. And now I get this points too.
Stems from self-love issue that we are currently seeing in society, especially among this current generation, because these kids, they don't necessarily know where they belong. They don't really have their identity. So when they find somewhere like the DID community or the trans community, for example, they will co-opt movements and they will say that they have it even if they don't, because they think that society is going to cater to them now that they have this disability.
That kind of makes sense. I think most of these kids are at a moment in life you start to create your identity and you need to start experience stuff in life. But they're not experiencing anything. And because they're so locked up in their house with the COVID situation and everything, it's all about click, click, click. Their personality is created by what they're seeing in their phone. I feel so bad for these people that are faking an illness to find their identity. At least the way that you're doing it right now, you're getting trapped in a clan, labeled something that you're not, and the moment that you decide to leave, you're gonna start over, so you can never leave that. Kids, trust me. I'm an adult, I'm 40 years old. I've been through that. You're gonna go through that upgrade for a very long time in your life. The way that you're labeling yourself in a group that you don't even have the disease just to have an identity, that means the moment you leave, you will lose the identity. You will be doing this forever on TikTok. If you want to enjoy that life, Gucci. If you want to enjoy life, turn TikTok off. And like my video, yeah.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Butta fire na mi blonde, kush, hash, purple, skunk, criollo, colombici, jam, jam, turloqueta, verdeta, welcome. Tem vida mi a tua iniciativa, padrei ku indica, e também que sum sativa. Te ainda no que acepta ku eta medicina, Bob di nang di eta causa rebeldia, cooking.